In its form and shape, Esky ES-CR01 appears to be inspired by the Midland ER10 VP. Heck, both these radios share a very similar price point as well. However, there's more to the Esky ES-CR01 than meets the eye. Unlike the Midland ER10 VP, Esky doesn't shun the battery, the crank, or the solar panel, although it does give up on using AA batteries for power. I assume that's on account of there being no more space inside the body to accommodate the batteries. Other features include a LED flashlight and an analog radio. The radio can receive AM, FM, and NOAA weather channels, and it's also compatible with NOAA weather alerts. Speaking of the battery, this radio uses a 1000 mAh lithium battery. That's already a better choice than many of the bigger and more expensive radios available today. As you can guess, the radio is chargeable through a USB port, solar power, or by turning the crank. It can get a decent charge for your phone battery to provide you with at least a few minutes of talk time. While it is somewhat interesting that they managed to cramp so many components into such a tiny body, more isn't always good. The crank and photovoltaic cell leave something to be desired. Honestly, I have expected the crank to be the weak link here. A mechanical crank on a cheap radio? Something's got to give. To my surprise and satisfaction, the crank is one of the better engineered parts of this radio. You can run it to get some power going to get the radio working, or use it as a charger. Oddly, the usual point of failure for this radio is the battery, which, in theory at least, is also its most desirable feature. The supposedly impressive battery has several customer reports of giving up way too early. It's questionable if its battery is even capable of retaining its avowed capacity. To be clear, it's not all doom and gloom. For a low-cost and feature-rich radio, Esky ES-CR01 offers good functionality. This is an interesting radio for those who believe they only need the emergency radio occasionally, like on the rare camping trip. However, more discerning users may find that the radio struggles with many of its functions and tends to have questionable longevity. To sum up, what we'd like is the attractive price point, a good range of features and power options, and the bright LED flashlight. On the downside, questionable longevity, and it's an analog radio. Our rating for functionality is 7.5 out of 10. Reliability, 7 out of 10. Value for money, 8 out of 10. Battery, 8 out of 10, for an overall rating of 7.5 out of 10. So what do you think? Is this the best emergency radio for you? Or do you think another radio is better? Check another video where we reviewed the top 5 emergency radios to see if any of these is a better option for you. Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.